Hello students, I am Dr. Kasa Rumesh. We are going to learn about the assignment problems. Basically, this is the part of the decision science subjects run for MBA program. What is assignment? In short, assignment is nothing but assigning right job to the right person. Here, we can say that whenever we plan anything in group activities, we need to assign specific jobs to specific persons. So, this assignment problems use an idea to assign right job to right person. For example, if there are many jobs, many people and many machines, so we need to put one person on one machine. Now to decide which person should be given on which machine, that idea is given by the assignment problem. The main objective of this assignment problem is to minimize the cost or to maximize the profit. Basically, this assignment problem is solved by a method called as Hungarian method, or in other way it is called as Flood's technique. There are many types, 2 to 3, 4 types of variations in this assignment problem. First type of variation is called as unbalanced problem, in which number of rows are not equal to number of columns. So to balance it, we need to make number of rows equal to number of column by adding dummy rows or dummy columns. Second type of variation which we have is multiple optimum solutions. Means, for example, if a job is, a person can work on 2 or more machines if he has the knowledge. So he can be assigned for first day on machine number 1. For second day he can be assigned on machine number 2. That means we will have 2 different or 3 different solutions. So getting more than one solution, it's called as type of multiple optimum solutions. Third variation is called as maximization problem. In this, instead of minimizing the cost, we need to maximize the profit. Only a single step is different, other remains the same. Last type is prohibited assignment, that is called as restricted area. For example, if a person is not capable of doing a job on machine number 1 because he don't have any knowledge about that, in that case we should be sure that machine number 1 does not get allotted to person 1. That means person 1 is prohibited on working on machine 1. So that type of problem is called as prohibited assignment. Now we will try to solve an example of assignment problem. See the concern problem over here. Example is to solve this given problem by using a minimization. Objective of this problem is to minimize the cost. So this is an assignment problem, as we need to assign the activities of A, B, C, D to the concerned persons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This figures what you see, 8 for the first row, 8, 8, 8, 11, 12. This can be called as cost or working hours. Suppose for activity A, person 1 takes 8 hours. For activity A, person 2 takes 8 hours. For example, person 5, number 5 takes 12 hours to complete activity A. Similarly, for activity B, C, D, these other can be called as cost. So first step in this is to check whether the problem is balanced or unbalanced. Now for this we need to check whether number of rows is equal to number of columns. So here we can say that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and 5 columns. So in this case, number of rows is equal to number of columns. So this problem is balanced problem. Now we can directly solve this. So whenever you are solving an assignment problem, first step is to check whether number of rows is equal to number of columns. So if the problem is balanced, then we can solve by regular method. What is the first step? First step says that select the smallest element of each row and subtract it from every element of that row. So see which is the first row. First row is A. 8, 8, 8, 11, 12. Which is the smallest element over here? there we can say that it is 8. Now first we need to take 8 and subtract it from all the remaining elements. Now first we can say 8 minus 8 is 0. Again second 8 minus 8 is 0. Again 8 minus 8 is 0. Now 11 minus 8 is 3. Again 12 minus 8 is 4. Similarly, we can go and adding and solve the problem. First step, that is called as row reduction. Similarly, after completing for all rows, we get a new matrix. See, the original matrix 8, 8, 8, 11, 12 is now translated to 0, 0, 0, 3, 4. Similarly, for second row, the minimum value was 3. So we get 1, 2, 3, 0, 1. So accordingly, we have got the new matrix. Now, this is called as first step, which is row reduction. We subtract the minimum element from each row from the other elements of that row itself. Now second step, we need to go for the column. The similar thing what we did for row, we need to do it for column. Now see, we need to take the latest matrix. We don't need to take the original matrix, but we need to take the new matrix which has been formed after row reduction. Now check the first column, that is 0, 1, 4, 3, 2. Now the minimum element is 0. So in this case, the first row will remain as it is. Similarly, we need to do it for all the columns. See, we get a new matrix after the column reduction. It is similar to the row reduction matrix, because in each column the minimum value is 0, third column 0, fourth column 0, and fifth column also 0. So ultimately we will get the same matrix. Now once we have gone through the row reduction and column reduction, next step is to draw the lines. Now we got the new matrix. So here we need to draw the lines. This is the new matrix which we got. So while drawing the lines, the first rule is check that row or that column which has maximum number of zeros. First, maximum number of zeros. Now see, row number 1A has 1, 2, 3 zeros. Now we need to check, is there any row which has more than 3 zeros? No. If not any row, then check any column which has 3 or more zeros. No. So this is the only row or a column which has maximum 0. So draw a line over it. Okay. Now 3 0 is over, go for 2 zeros. Now is there any row which has 2 zeros? No. So check any column which has 2 zeros. Yes. Column number 4. Column number 5. Check if any other chance is there where we can get 2 zeros. No, then go for a single 0. Is there any row or column remaining which has a 0? If it is there, then draw the line across it. Otherwise, we have only 3 lines, so we cannot draw more lines. Now we need to check whether the solution is feasible or not, optimum or not. So when we can say that solution is optimum? When number of lines drawn is equal to number of rows, but here number of lines are only 3 and number of rows are 5. So this is not equal. That means the solution is not still found. So we need to go for some more improvements. So this improvements we need to do for next step. That is, now how to do improvement? We can do improvement by gaining more and more zeros in the matrix, because when we want to draw more lines, we should have more zeros. So here we need to check which are the covered and uncovered elements. Now covered and uncovered elements are nothing but the elements which comes under the line are called as covered elements. The elements which are not across any lines is called as uncovered elements, and the element which is 3 or 4 it's called as element of intersection, where 2 lines have crossed over this single point. So what we need to do now is, for improvement, check the uncovered elements, check the minimum element from this, that is 1. Subtract this one from each and every element of uncovered element of this matrix. That means 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2. Subtract this from this particular element. Keep the elements which are underlined as it is and add the same value at the point of intersection, that means here 3 and 4. Now see, we have kept the covered elements as it is 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0. Now this is a point of intersection 3, to add 1 into it becomes 4. Again this is the point of intersection, again add 1, it becomes 5. Again this 0, 1, 2, as this is under the line, so we keep as it is. Now this elements which were uncovered, we subtract 1 from each and every element, so it becomes 0, 1, 2, this elements. So this is the newly formed matrix. Now again we need to check whether number of lines are increased or not. So we will again check number of lines are increased or not. Now we will draw the lines. Now again the rule for the lines is same. Check that row or that column which has maximum number of zeros. Now in this first row is there which is having 3 zeros. So draw a line across it. Drawn. Now check whether is there any row which is having 3 zeros. No. Check any column which is having 3 zeros. No. Now go for 2 zeros. Any row having 2 zeros? Yes. So draw your first line. Again any other row which is having 2 zeros? No. Any column? Yes, fifth column. So go draw a line for fifth column. So here is the column. Now after 2 zeros go for single zero. Is any row remaining with single zero? No. Yeah. E. So these are the lines. Now see if any zero is remaining which is not covered through the line. No. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 5, 2, 2. These are the uncovered elements. Now again count the number of lines. Number of lines are 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So we get 4 lines. Number of rows are 5. So again not equal. The solution is still not optimum. So here we can say that as number of lines are less than number of rows, the solution is not optimum. Still there is a chance for improvement. Now again improvement can be done for uncovered elements. This 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 5, 2, 2. Again we need to repeat the same steps. Select the minimum element from uncovered element, that is 1. Subtract it from the all other uncovered elements. Add it at the point of intersection, that is 5, 1 and here, and keep the other elements as it is. We will get a new matrix. Let us check what matrix do we get. This is the step after new improvement. So we get new matrix. First we will just try to solve, subtract the rows which is in C, that is called as 3 minus 2 will 1 will become 2, then it will become 1, then it will become 0, again 0. Here 1, 4, 1, 1. Now we need to add the 1 at point of intersection. So here it is. This will become 6. This will become 2. Here it will become 5. Now copy the other element as it is. Now check. We got a new matrix. Now again draw the lines. So here we can draw the lines as this is the first line with 3 zeros. Again 3 zeros are in C. This is second line. Again check with any other row which is having 3 zeros. No. Any column? No. Now go for 2 zeros. This is there. Now 2 0 row. No. No column with 2 zeros. Now go for single zero. Yes. Now how many lines we got? 5. How many rows we have? 5. So this is equal. So here we can say that hence the solution is optimum. Now here we can say that solution is optimum. Now next step is we can go for assignment. For assignment, write down the similar matrix after getting 5 lines. Now the steps for assignment is we just need to mark the zeros as square. Now which zero to mark as square is, check that row or that column which has only one zero, single zero. Now see, first row has many zeros, second row has 2 zeros, third row has 3, fourth row has single zero, and fifth row has single zero. So we can go for marking that zero. Take the example of fourth row. Fourth row, that is only one zero, so we can mark it as square. That means here we can make the assignment. But as we are going through the row, we have marked this fourth row 0 as assignment. Now we should check that in that particular column there should not be any other assignment. So we need to cut this 0. Clear? So in fifth row it will have only one assignment. Means the person 5 will get only the job of activity D. Person 5 will not be allotted any other activity. That is the main purpose of assignment problem. So again go for next, any other row. Yes, this 0 is there which is having single 0. Again cut the similar zeros. Clear? Next, any other single 0 remaining? Yes, this single 0 is remaining because it's consider similar zeros of these rows are already cancelled. So we can mark this. So again cut this. Again check. Yeah, 1 0 is there in column B. Again cut this. Now only 1 0 is remaining. Yes. Now the assignment is A is assigned to 2, B is assigned to 1, C is assigned to 3, D is assigned to 5, E is assigned to 4. Now take the values of the assignments from the original matrix. What we have written in the, what was the problem, that original matrix. Here the value in original matrix is 8. Again here the value is 4, 10, 15, 8. So for final calculation we take the original matrix values, add all the values, that is 45. This is the final optimum solution of this assignment, that in which it says activity A can be given to person 2 with cost is 8, activity B given to person 1 with cost 4, C to 3, D to 5, E to 4. For completing the overall task we will require 44 is the cost. Now this value can be in hours, in days, in cost. This is what we have learned through the assignment problem. Clear, boys and girls? Make sure we will be back for the second video in the various variations of assignment problems for multiple optimum solutions, minimization problems and prohibited solutions. So I, Dr. Kasar, will continue with more videos for the statistical and decision science programs. Goodbye. Have a nice day.